are live. We are not quite yet started. We're getting situated here, so we will do the countdown very, very soon. Alex is en route home from seeing the screening, so he's going to jump in briefly. And I am bringing in uh, a guest doing her hair right now. So,
I'm also doing my hair.
yeah, I wish I could be doing my hair. So we'll be getting to that. So, uh, all right. I think that little waggle means she's ready. So, how's it going?
Good. Hi, guys. Of
Halo.
Thanks for jumping in on
course.
very very late notice, but
No problem. I would be watching anyways, so.
awesome, that's awesome. So I am just going to hit our hour countdown. Let some people get on here since I didn't accidentally do Facebook and Twitch last week. We're just on YouTube today, so
Okay.
Alrighty, here we go. Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Tano Tuesday. Holy crap. We just watched part 5. Well, first of all, I got to remind people, if you're jumping in on here live on YouTube, we are giving some heavy spoilers. I didn't mean to scare y'all. But yeah, this is a reaction show. We just saw part 5, which, first spoiler, Shadow Warrior is the title, which was pretty badass in my opinion. So I'm one of the hosts, Joey. With me is co-host Ryan. Alex is on route. He might jump in here briefly, so I'll bring him in once he does that. So coming in off the bullpen, last minute, co-host of Neverland Clubhouse and my lovely girlfriend Courtney.
Hello.
How's it going? Thanks for coming in.
Good. Oh, my pleasure. Anytime to talk about Ahsoka.
Yeah, no kidding. So, yeah, we'll get right to it. Again, this is going to be spoiler filled. And well, quick, how you doing, Ryan? So
I'm good. I'm good.
I just introduced you. Sorry.
That's okay. I'm good. Yes. How are you?
Oh my gosh, my heart slowed down finally. So good time to record. I just want to remind everybody, if you guys are on here on YouTube, if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. Smash that bell and like and share the show and let us know in the comments what you think of part 5 and what the season's going on so far. But I'm just going to do like I said, I'll keep my eye with Alex getting on here. Quick synopsis. Part 5 starts off, we're on the planet, and I knew it in my head and I totally forget the name of it, but the ghosts, the X-Wings, they're searching for everybody. They're all gone.
Oh, Cetos. We're on planet Cetos.
See, that's why we bring you in here, fact checker. Excuse me. And they can't find nobody. Everybody's worried. We see the destroyed map. Then all of a sudden we see Jason come down. Basically, Hair is safe enough for him to wander around with Chopper, and he heads straight to the ocean. And right away, I'm like, he's gonna send something, and he does. And then we get the whole Anakin, Ahsoka right from the moment we saw them. Crazy ass flashbacks, all this stuff going on, and we get the Clone Wars in live action with Anakin. I know, like Ryan, Hot Toys, we'll talk about that briefly once we get through that. Goes through an inner mind battle, and then we go back and forth. A lot of stuff going on. We find out, and we'll break it, but the Republic is coming to get them, and then Ahsoka wakes up. She's fine, knows how to get them after she sees the Purgles flying up in the sky. And like I said, we'll get to it, but she's off to find Ezra and Sabine. But before we get in, here is the Big Smooth live from I-80. What's going on,
What
sir? How
up?
you doing?
Yes, I'm good. I'm very good. I'm tummy full, heart full, mind full, all that stuff.
Nice, nice. So I just gave the quick synopsis, as you might have heard. I'm not sure. Didn't do as good as you do, but it's okay. Everybody saw the episode. But before we get
You
on,
did better. You actually synopsized it rather than just retelling the whole thing like Michael Pena from MCU.
well, if I had that kind of skills, I would do that. But
And then
before, before we get to the instant reaction, like I said, you were on the road back home because you and Addie saw it at the theater. So I just want to hear your guys' experience seeing it on the big screen with all the fans and everything. Let us know how it went.
oh, it was awesome. We were down in Emeryville at the Bay Street 16. It was funny because we were all chatting about it when they announced these events. It had it listed as San Francisco, which Emeryville is not. It is within eyesight of San Francisco, but not San Francisco. And I snagged the tickets because I know these screenings are free tickets, first come, first serve. Get there early as more seats or more tickets are given out than seats available. So once we were able to rearrange our schedules to make it happen that we could be there, I said I'd rather be 5 hours early than 1 minute too late. And shout out, my heart goes to all those people, as there was a lot of line behind us that did not get in. I'd have been all butthurt coming from Sacramento. I'd have been like, you're going to make me watch it? Let me watch this in the lobby with some free popcorn on my phone. But thankfully, we didn't have to do that. We got in. We made an awesome friend in line, Marlena. We just finished eating with her over here. And yeah, it was a blast. They gave free popcorn, free sodas. We got posters. Got to see a couple Disney trailers before the movie. If they showed more than two, I was going to scream. I was like, stop selling me stuff. Show me the show.
And did the show on only one screen or?
As far as I know, yeah, one screen. We got in there. I told the people I was with, I said, let's go and get our seats and then go out and get situated, popcorn, bathroom, whatever, which I'm glad we did because I saw people who were ahead of us in line look like they ended up sitting down in the front. So we got in, got our spot. We were towards the back, but it was the Dolby screen they have. So I don't know if you've ever seen the movies in Dolby. It's basically, it's not like D-Box, but the sound is so vibrant, it feels like moving.
Nice. And shout out to Marlena, who you mentioned. She's a new follower, so welcome to the Disney universe.
Yeah, and we were talking. Obviously, we had a lot of time in line, and I even told her that if she'd like to come on next week and talk Tano Tuesday with us, she is welcome. So I hope she accepts that invitation. A fellow Stoctonite like yourself.
Ah, nice. 209. Cool.
So she also came from far, and then the people in front of her in line, they came out from LA, because there was only one screening in SoCal, and it was immediately sold out. So they said, "Screw it, we're gonna drive all the way up." Dude had Ahsoka as his license plate. You like the actual words, so we knew he was a fan.
Yeah, and I know Courtney looked at the tickets and knew they were going to go out right away.
Yeah, it was only at the Grove, so
all the influencers.
Oh, they got invited.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but that's the thing. They have the corded off, media influencer, whatever. Here it was just 2 rows, but I can imagine down there it's like half the theater.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, right on, man. And so you only got the one episode. You didn't get last week's episode, or
no, just I think the previously on, probably similar to what you would get at home anyway. And then big shout out to Alfredo, part of our DU crew. I think I've said this multiple times. I always thought he lived closer to Disneyland, maybe because the frequency we seen him down there. But yeah, he's working at the theater. He stopped in and said, "What's up?" Took a little photo. Nice. Sent to the DU crew. So it's good to meet our friends in person. And big shout out to Alfredo, who hooked us up with some goodies from the Haunted Mansion movie a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, right on. That's so cool. So I guess let's get to it. Initial reactions. I'm going to go ladies first, if you guys don't mind. Courtney, what was your initial reaction to this episode?
I absolutely loved it. I was enthralled with it, like just hanging on every moment. I love that we got um, small snips. We got Anakin and how he was in the Clone Wars and also during the Revenge of the Sith time kind of thing because like you could tell because he switched as outfits and I was hoping everybody was hoping we were gonna get like you know snips when she was little, but I didn't know we were gonna get like Clone Wars like in the battle kind of going through that. And so that was kind of really emotional to see that. And then the Purgles, that's just crazy. Like how they actually had to go in their mouth to get the hyperspace. That's just
Yeah.
crazy. Uh, a lot of
Right.
things just,
Oh
and
yeah.
the way they brought it to life just in live action. Filoni is a genius. Just awesome.
Yeah. So much. Ryan, what was your initial reaction on this episode?
Like kind of yeah, similar. I think we're all probably gonna have the same reaction, but Anakin looked nice and beefy in his armor, like yoked Anakin. So I'm gonna
Hmm.
have to modify my hot toy. So yeah, and then yeah, you called young Anakin or sorry, young Ahsoka last week, Joey, and I was hoping to see Vader. We got Vader. I have absolutely nothing to complain about.
Yeah. Awesome. Alex, initial reaction. Tell me what the Purgles were like on the big screen.
I mean, it was dope, man. It was a huge screen. I think the sound, obviously being Dolby, was the biggest effect there. Purgles on the big screen was dope. Seeing the ghost fly close over the water was really cool. But yeah, just World Between Worlds. Obviously, we could sit and nitpick about what we didn't get. I only thing I would have liked to see is the episode cover more moments from the past with flashbacks in the way the Obi-Wan episode did with the Anakin and Obi-Wan dueling. Kind of how they kept. I know it was only one scene, but how they kept cutting between that and present day. Um, but yeah, the second she starts falling, I knew we were going through the time warp, and I just started crying and losing it every time they manage to take animation and bring it to real life. It just brings all the feelings back, from, whether initially getting into the fandom or the first time I saw it, or just the excitement of, baby, we're back, man. We're doing it. This is prime time, real Star Wars right here, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And my initial reaction, I know last week I lied to you all. I said last week might have been the best episode of Star Wars I've seen. This week is now the best episode of Star Wars I've seen.
Hopefully that
Just
keeps
the
changing.
it does keep changing. The opening
Yeah.
shot, I'm like right away. I'm like, oh my god, this is a cinematic. This whole thing's gonna be so cinematic. I instantly felt so jealous and envious and excited for you to see. I've seen it like that. But man, just the ghost. I just put a few notes on here. I put uh oh, it's initial reaction, but yeah, this was bonkers crazy. I still I'm still kind of speechless, which is crazy, but no, this was so damn good, and I can't wait to watch it again and watch it with the subtitles because I always watch the extra times with subtitles and everything. But I'm just going to throw a few things out here that I had to write notes because just quick little notes, but uh, I said a couple times that how Carson and Hera and all this will lead into like the Resistance and everything because in the books about Leia was having the same issues with the Republic. Well, Carson says Senator Organa it can only cover us for so much. So I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, here we go. Team Hera, Team Leia. I was just the littlest of things. That was probably one of my favorite parts. Uh, Jason is force sensitive. We all saw that coming, but to finally see it and the way it was happening was badass. Uh, the Anakin, like me and Ryan before we were recording, we're still talking about like is this still our Anakin? We're not sure. It's hard to tell right now, but I was starting to think that it might not necessarily be a Force ghost, but it is the still yet to be explained, and that's how Filoni does stuff. Because why explain it now when you can show us stuff and explain it later? But everything we got with the flashbacks and the shots of him running after, he's trying to teach her a lesson about the sacrifice of fighting, then him running into the clouds and the explosions going off, and it kept going between his silhouette and Vader's silhouette. Then even when he came back, I mean, just the balance. Angry-eyed Anakin again was awesome. Um, yeah, just
I
God
was calling it
damn.
the re-redemption of Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, and her decision depended on his redemption. It seemed like too, on her
Yeah, I
choice.
really like that he said that there's hope for you yet, because she was so focused on that her part of this legacy is death and destruction, especially when she was over the stormtrooper and was like, or not the stormtrooper, but the clone trooper, and was like, it was my fault. I led them to their death.
Yeah,
And she had to learn that lesson, that with war comes death, and it's not necessarily your fault, but it's a part of what happens, and we all have to deal with it. You have to be a soldier. It's a different era, and we have to bond with we have to blend with the times, kind of thing. So
yeah,
that was
absolutely.
crazy.
Real quick, I'm gonna dip out because my phone's gonna die and the internet's probably gonna cut out anyway. But y'all keep cooking on this. I know with this episode, y'all may still be talking by the time I get home. So
We'll see. We'll safe travels. Hope you had fun, and we'll talk to you soon, buddy. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
cheers,
Hi,
man.
Alex.
Talk to y'all later.
All righty. So
But yeah, I like that she made the decision not to strike him down, and he said, "There's hope for you yet," because I think
Yeah.
he would have struck her down if it was the other way around.
yeah, and one thing like that, one of my big predictions, and both you guys know this, was the flashbacks with a younger Ahsoka, and I also said I think they would have dubbed Ashley Eckstein's voice in it. I'm glad they didn't, because this young actress that played Ahsoka, it would have discredited what she did, because
Yeah.
she was freaking amazing. So I'm glad they, as much as I know, Courtney, you love Ashley.
Oh yeah.
I love Ashley Eckstein. I'm not sure about Ryan, but I know you're familiar with her as Ahsoka's voice. I really wanted to hear her voice a younger Ahsoka, but now I'm glad they did it the way they did, because the young actress just kicked ass in this role. And
Yeah, I mean, half of me was hoping they would, just to make her sound like a little bit younger, but because Ashley still has that young voice,
yeah,
but I'm glad that they didn't either, because that actress, she just kind of embodied who young Ahsoka was, because she was even had that gangly, my arms are too long and my legs are she hadn't fully grown into her limbs yet. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Kind of feel to her, and her whole performance was just wonderful. I couldn't have asked for a better younger Ahsoka.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I know you're big on kid actors could ruin a show for you. So yeah, when I was watching that, I was like, oh, I wonder if Joey likes her. So, but yeah, no, I thought she did a great job.
Yeah, I was trying to think, was she the young Gamora?
She sometimes looked like her, but she was in the Barbie movie and she's way older.
Oh, okay.
So,
and I would assume she would be. So.
Yeah, no, she was a teenager in the Barbie movie that just came out. So she's way taller, way older than what that actress was. So
okay, well, right on. So
yeah,
I mean, she did a great job, and like I said, as much as I wanted to hear Ashley, it would have discredited what she did on the screen. So, and Ryan being the big hot toy guy, I mean, thoughts. I can see your head rigging on the different Anakins that we might see. So, I mean, what are you
this
hoping
is
for?
I have it. Let me share.
Okay, let me know and I'll share.
Share screen. There we go. So yeah, this is the. Let me know when it's up. I can't see anymore.
Oh, it's up.
Okay. Yeah, this is the Clone Wars Anakin. So they've changed it to limit one per person, which was not there this morning. So I already have this one.
now.
Oh yeah, for
Can
sure.
you zoom in on zoom in? There.
Wait, let me.
Yeah. That's his Clone Wars outfit, definitely.
Yeah, that's a cooler photo. But yeah, so not as bulky as he was in this episode, but I was actually expecting to see Obi-Wan once we saw him in this outfit. I thought maybe a possibility.
I almost thought that too, because I'm like, well, if Hayden was on set, then Obi-Wan could have done it real quick.
Yeah, well, we could still see it because At the end, he says he's not, or it didn't seem like it was the end of the conversation when Anakin walked away from Ahsoka. So I think we will see Anakin again, in my opinion.
Hmm.
I'm hoping.
If not
Yeah.
here in the movie.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But
Oh,
yeah,
man.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
that
we're gonna, and then her new outfit as well.
Yeah, we got the Ahsoka the White look
Mhm.
finally.
But we also did get her red outfit, and we got her blue outfit from the Clone Wars too.
Yeah,
Because you could
Yeah,
see
both of
that
it.
it was going through the time, so you could see her as like when she first started out as Padawan, and then like where she like ended in the Siege of Mandalore, where she
Yeah.
was in that
Mhm.
blue outfit.
and we saw her with her single green lightsaber, then her doubles,
Yeah.
and I half thought we were going to see her fight Maul, when I was like, Lewis is going to lose his shit right now.
Lewis ain't even watching it. He's fine.
I know. It was longer than 30 minutes, so shout out Lewis, Uncle City Design. But yeah, when we saw those, I forget the names, but the Maul troopers, I was like, or Mandos, I was just
Yeah.
like, to see them in live action too, even brief, was amazing. But every shot in this episode was just so beautiful.
Oh,
Mhm.
definitely. And just how they like when he put the lightsaber down and like basically threw the rug out from underneath her and she started
Yeah.
falling, and then we got the red like fog. I was like, what's going on here? And then all of a sudden she was young. Like it wasn't Rosario anymore. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's crazy.
Yeah, and you
I
start
thought we were-
seeing the Generation 1 clone troopers.
Mhm.
I
that
thought
right?
it was when I saw the red, I was like, oh, she's gonna watch the Mustafar fight. That's what I
Oh,
thought.
between
at
Anakin
first.
and Obi-Wan. Interesting.
Yeah.
I thought
But-
he was gonna like show her what happened, but yeah,
But
it opens up so many possibilities for the last 5 episodes or 3 episodes. How many more episodes?
We have 3.
3.
Ooh, oh yeah,
So
and
we'll see. Now we'll see the final, which makes sense, because there should be no reason that they're already at the planet, because it is so far away. I don't think people understand exactly how far it is,
Mm.
and it's like a brand new galaxy that's never been mentioned, or even. I mean, we see the galaxy in Force Awakens when they're looking for the map of Luke, and that's just one galaxy, and it's huge. This one's just crazy distance away.
Got
And
it.
because I heard people were saying, like, why does it take so long for the hyperspace ring, the eye of Sion,
Scion, yeah.
Sion. Why is it taking so long for them to get the coordinates? It's like, because it took the Millennium Falcon, just do, 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 psh. And it's like, because they're literally going to an unknown galaxy. So
It's
But-
farther than what the Millennium Falcon can get to.
exactly. And that's why I'm glad that it's like, as cool as, I mean, a lot of people thought we were going to see Thrawn on the last
Yeah.
frame. I'm glad we didn't, because it makes more sense of the distance. But the being a Rebels fan and seeing the Purgles and how cool that was in animation, seeing that light speed jump in freaking live action was bonkers. I know we're jumping all over the place. Like I
Yeah.
said, this isn't a
That's how we
breakdown
do.
episode. If you're new to this show, this is just our instant geeking reaction. But
Yeah.
what'd you say, Ryan? I'm sorry.
I just said that's how we do. We're all
That's how we do. We jump all over.
But
yeah, I'm excited for the.
I mean,
last,
I do have to.
three.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Go
it's
ahead,
okay.
Ryan.
No, that's it. I was just gonna say I hope also sorry. Let me just finish my thought before it falls
Yeah.
disappears. I'm gonna be really upset if they don't show the last episode in theaters when I'm finally in the States,
yeah,
because I'll be in Hollywood Studios the day of the finale. So I hope there's something maybe like a food item, something small. I hope
Yeah.
Disney
See that
Springs,
Disney Springs or
shows it.
something.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah. Sorry. Go ahead, Courtney.
if you hear, if you hear, because I know Courtney and her sister Kelly, they jump on when something pops up on these
Yeah.
kind of announcements. If you just get a little hint of it, jump on it, or
Yeah.
else you're gonna miss out. So
Exactly.
Okay, if you hear something and just send it to me, and I will.
You got it.
Yeah.
But I was just gonna say, like, I have been guilty of like watching all through the credits just to see if there's like an end credit scene,
Oh,
just
yeah.
or like a little flash of like Thrawn or something, or just like a little, and we've got nothing. So I don't
Yeah,
know. I'm just in suspense.
and I could see people being so confused about the Purgles right
Yeah.
now, but they've
Oh, for sure.
Oh
been
yeah.
in the credits the whole entire time,
Yeah.
traveling the galaxy too. So
They've been in every episode of
Yeah.
this show. Even in the first episode where we didn't really see them, like I saw a breakdown video and like in the very distant like clouds, the Purgles was there even before
Yeah.
we saw them in the second episode. So they've been here the entire time.
yeah, exactly. So, man, and I had a feeling they were going to. I mean, I don't say a feeling because it's like if you've been watching these shows, it's the Purgles in here. That's how they're going to get there.
Yeah.
I mean, it is obvious. So, but just to see it, oh my god! And again, jumping back and forth, Carson's little I can't think of the word right now, but his not distraction, but his
His open
stalling.
defiance.
His stalling.
Open defiance and stalling is what he did. Yes.
There's kind of a little Poe-ish in Last Jedi where they're like,
I loved his little like rolling of the eyes every time that
Yeah.
they were like questioning him. He was like, "No, I have to let General Olsen do her mission." And she's like, "What mission? It wasn't sanctioned. She doesn't have a mission." He's like, "Well, yeah, she does."
Yeah.
Like I loved it. It was awesome. It's
And
like,
I mean, knowing her rank is higher than that captain or commander's rank,
yeah,
technically he shouldn't have to follow her. So he's like, well, I'm listening to a general and they tell me they got a mission. I'm listening to the general. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
and then I also love too, again, jumping back when they're on the planet, when Hera tells him about Jason, like, oh yeah, he's got a gift. His dad was a Jedi, or
Hera didn't tell him. Hugh Wayne did.
yeah. But the way his reaction was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like, oh, he's got abilities. Okay, then I'm listening. I'm not going to
Yeah.
question it anymore.
I've seen some wild stuff out here, so whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm kind of known as an unapologetic Star Wars fan, so I'm just like everything that's been coming out, I've just been really enjoying and loving. I know Ryan, you've been a little bit more opinionated on some of the newer Star Wars content. Where would you say Ahsoka is on your level of Star Wars?
I think it's at the top. It's at the top, and that's also me not knowing half of the inside stuff because I haven't finished Rebels or Clone Wars, and it's still on top. So I could only imagine how much better it would have been.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I can't. I'm still like freaking. I don't know. This is a terrible stream because I have no like. I'm still lost of words. But
hey, let's now wait till 3 more weeks. That's gonna be a messy stream.
Yeah, right.
Right.
When they leave us on a giant cliffhanger.
Yeah. Probably. If it's supposed to go into the film, and then when they announced it, it didn't seem like his was going to be the first one out. So we're going to be waiting a while for this story to end. Is what it
and that was
like.
before the strike too. So
exactly.
I think we're going to get like a Luke episode 7 cliffhanger. That's what I'm thinking. Something nuts.
Possibly, because I still don't think this is the only season of Ahsoka. I think we're going to get at least one more season. This season will branch off until, like I said, the Rangers of the New Republic. I think we're eventually getting. It's just going that way, in my opinion. So
they may decide to still do it. It's not dead yet.
No, and give me Phoenix Squadron. Give me the Delphi Squadron. So and DH. I know they wouldn't do it just for honor, but give me even a DH Leia forming the Resistance a little bit. So,
well, they're thinking somebody who looks like a younger Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
Do you think get Mando at all in the last 3 episodes? I don't see how he could fit in now since they're so far away.
So
But if they're gonna
my
try to,
yeah. So my only way I saw him coming in, well, first of all, I don't think we're going to see him. I love Mando. I don't think we need to see him in the
I don't.
show.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
good.
think while they were filming this, Pedro Pascal was doing the last
Last
the
of
Yeah.
Us.
yeah, The Last of Us. So I don't think we'll see him.
Well, and you never know because other than Carson Teva, the surviving male X-wing pilot is Brendan Wayne, the main one of the main stunt doubles for Mando.
Oh, that's right. So they could put a stunt double in the costume, right?
Yeah, but
And he
I
could
don't
do
think there's a
ADR.
reason for him to. My only reason that he would show up is Grogu would have connected them with the Purgles.
True. He did
Since they,
see them.
yeah, but now that wasn't needed, I don't think we're going to see him. And
Not
I'm
until the movie when it culminates everything.
yeah, or the next season, or we'll see. I know that's been a rumor that the rumor for Mando is season 4 might actually just be turned into a movie itself, but
Hmm.
who knows? But holy crap! I mean,
Anything could happen at this point,
yeah,
and
exactly.
nothing's happening anytime soon because there's still strikes. So
Yeah. And I know Thrawn fans are still like chomping at the bit to finally see Thrawn. And this was the only thing I was kind of worried about on this show was they were going to give us the Moff Gideon treatment, give us a great actor and a great villain that we want to see, but you're going to get him at the end of the last like two.
yeah,
say
I can
we-
already hear the Thrawn fans just screaming, being like, "Give us Thrawn!"
Yeah.
I think we get Thrawn at the last clip of episode 6, and then episode 7, 8 are Thrawn episodes.
I think so.
That sounds like a good.
And then
theory.
episode 8 will get Ezra, and then maybe that will be the cliffhanger. Maybe we'll see him at like in a black robe and dark side, and then it will like end.
They're not you and the dark side, man.
Us.
Not
I love
everybody goes to the dark side.
I mean, he
That's a great
has
theory,
spent
though.
a lot of time with Thrawn. It's a very big possibility, but except
I think this one
I
makes more
don't
sense
know
than my
his
other
backstory,
theories.
though.
Yeah, and Thrawn is very seducing. I mean,
Yeah.
so, but yeah, it's this this episode has just been bonkers crazy. I mean, I was quick to post that we call it the in the Skywalking family we call it the King Dave, the photo of Dave Filoni's head in the clouds with somebody praising to it. I had angelic music playing, but I didn't. Usually I put a
saw
little,
it.
yeah. Usually I'll put like a little quote or something, but it's like nah,
Nah.
no
It
words
needed
are
no
needed.
words. I was like, oh, we're bowing down to Dave Filoni right now.
Yeah, but I loved and going back to the fact that I always thought the ghost was going to go in the mouth too with them,
Yeah.
but I'm glad
Hera
they
needs to
didn't.
stay behind.
Exactly.
She's got
You
her
gotta-
own troubles.
And
That's how
her
they-
quote was like, "Jason doesn't need to go to another galaxy right now." So
That's
Was
how
that-
they could connect Mando, because maybe she regrets not going and needs help, and she contacts him, and then Grogu helps Mando get to.
That's
so,
true because Teva does know Mando, so she could have him go and get him.
yeah,
Oh, I could see that. I don't like that, but I could see it.
But they also need Zeb,
exactly.
Ooh.
So
and Zeb was in the bar with Teva, so they
That
need to
is
get
true.
Zeb.
I agree.
So many possibilities.
I cannot wait for you to finish Rebels.
Yeah, I that's what I'm gonna do on the plane ride to Orlando, because I think I have a 12-hour travel day. So
Oh wow.
Dang.
yeah, I gotta go to Toronto first and then down, and like an 8-hour layover in Toronto.
Toronto, East Canada, your favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sure we could go longer, just geek out, but there's only so many like, oh my god, I can say
Yeah.
right now. So I'll just kind of cut it at that. But any predictions or hot takes for next episode, possibly? Or are you just going on for the ride?
I was here for the ride.
With Court. Oh.
Sorry, I'm a little lagged behind.
Oh no, I was kind
Oh
of like,
no. He said he was along for the ride. It's all good. I'm kind of along for the ride, but also I still want to get that whole flip the switch. I want to see what Ezra and Thrawn have been up to.
yeah,
I still really kind of want to know that storyline because it just totally cut off at Rebels. Like they went through the time jump and we never heard from them again. And I know
yeah,
that's the rub right there with Sabine and Hera and also Ahsoka, but like it's also a rub for the fans, because what were they doing? Like did he try and get away? Did he stay on the ship? Did he, is he helping Thrawn now? Like who knows?
yeah,
And I want to see that time frame in between there. So I'm hoping we get an episode that
yeah.
shows us what happened.
So, and I mean, at this timeline, they've been together, and I'm not gonna say alone because we don't know where the hell they are, but
Yeah, I
they've
know.
been possibly together for just under a decade,
Yeah,
give or take.
that's a
So,
long time.
and all the Imperials are expecting Thrawn to return and to glory and the glory of the Empire. We don't even know where he's at, too. Like, so
I have a question.
yeah.
When in Rebels did they disappear? Like, was it
At the
in the
very
final
end.
season? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, and timeline, are you asking timeline or like on the
No,
Kind
show?
I
of,
think
yeah. Like, I was wondering if they had like a full season with like without them, and everyone was just wondering, or was it like the
Oh, it
like
was the
season like
finale, but
show?
there was like a,
no, they went the whole season, and then like the last 2 episodes is when he decided he was going to do for the better good and put them into
Right.
another galaxy. So Thrawn couldn't do anything.
yeah.
And
And
then one more question: How would
spoiler alert,
you?
but
Oh, so,
I was
Yeah.
gonna say it was on the
so
finale, but then there's like a epilogue after the, that kind of built up to what we've seen. But what are you
how
gonna say?
would you want to see them tell that story? If it's like a decade story, that's going to take some time. So would you rather have like a full episode of a flashback? Just curious
So,
how you guys would want to see it.
so I think this episode that we just saw would give a good example on how they can do it, where we had just what was happening on the planet, whether it was in the world between worlds or the planet. We didn't go to where Morgan and Sabine were, so they can give us an entire episode of not necessarily flashbacks. They would most likely give us a flashback of what the live action version of how they got there,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and maybe
I would
I'm
say maybe like 1 or 2 scenes of them hopping through the decade, just like
yeah,
they did with Ahsoka and Anakin. They went to 2 different battles. They did the first one they did together, and then Anakin said, "Oh, I don't recognize this one," and it was the Siege of Mandalore. So
yeah,
I think they could do them getting there, and then like maybe halfway through the decade or whatever, and they came across some conflict. Ezra was fed up with Thrawn, or something like that, and
yeah.
then go into the story or something like that.
And
Cool.
I'm really aging myself, but I was like, we could go to there's a movie with Louis Gossett Jr. and Dennis Quaid called Enemy Mine. It's an
Mm.
old '80s sci-fi movie where they were enemies. Louis Gossett, he was an alien, but they were in conflict. But they both crash landed on a planet where they were pretty much like by themselves, learning how to survive. Became friends, but I mean, but a lot of the movie was uh like 20 years. I don't think it's gonna be I don't think it would be quite like that, but I mean
Mm.
there's ways to do it, but I would like to have at least a 80% Ezra Thrawn episode before we get the Eye of Sion kind of reaching the destination. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
So many possibilities.
There is.
We get to speculate for another week again.
Yes. we do.
Exactly. And for the people that love the binging, I love the just like, oh my god, I gotta watch it multiple times just to absorb what I watched, and then eventually binge it.
Yeah,
But
and then it's fun to talk about it.
exactly. So,
I
but
hate
I
it.
think we're going to wrap it up. Episode 5, Shadow Warrior. Like I said, we'll hear more about Alex's experience at the theaters watching it. That was very cool. But before we go, Courtney, any what's going on? Anything going on with Neverland Clubhouse? Or
Um, we will be at Oogie Boogie in October, so we'll be doing a lot of that on social media. So keep your eye out on Neverland Clubhouse Pod. We will be putting out an episode here pretty soon. We had to record it. We've kind of taken the summer off because our co-host Sarah from Skywalking Through Neverland, they are very busy during the summer, so we kind of take summers off. So we will be recording an episode soon, and we're a monthly podcast, so just keep your ears out for that.
very cool. And Ryan, like you say, you're preparing for a Disney World trip. So anything you're looking
Yes.
forward to the most other than food? Because
We're doing a lot of haunts. We're doing Halloween Horror Nights, and we just bought tickets to SeaWorld Hallow Scream.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be cool. I've never been to SeaWorld, but not going for the animals, going just for the haunts. So
It's supposed to be really scary, so cool.
I heard there's a lot of go-go dancers, so my wife is excited. She's gonna yell at me from the other room. Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Thank you, Courtney, for filling in for Alex. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you for
Yeah.
having me, guys.
coming at the last moment. So,
Yes.
and of course, Ryan will be sharing some videos and photos from his trip, most likely. So pay
I'm
attention
gonna
to
go.
our
I would try to figure out YouTube Live, so I can go
Sweet.
live for a little bit at Mickey's Not So Scary.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely make sure you have the passwords this time. Unlike
Yes.
Alani, where I changed the password, it locked
That's
you out
okay.
on accident. But
I had nothing
I
nice
blame
to say when I
Instagram.
was there, so it was okay.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the show. And Ahsoka will be back next Tuesday with part 6. And I'm sure it's going to be another bonkers episode. So I guess we will see you guys next time. And have a good night or day or whenever you're watching this.
Bye.
Goodbye.